company or job. And it's really know the company and job. So when you go to an interview, you want to show your interest of what the company does, right? Because you go in, you're applying to work for this company, and if you show up and you don't know anything about the company, they're going to be like, why are you here? Or the job, right? So when you look at jobs out there, they ask for a specific set of skills, they ask and show responsibilities. Make sure you understand that. If you know Java and you know how to build, servlets, and the job demands for JavaScript and demands for components, make sure you walk in and say, hey, I know Java and servlets, but I know I want to understand JavaScript and components. And this is sort of the research that I've done, and I feel like I can pick this up pretty fast if I'm given the opportunity. But that's, show interest when you go to a job, right? And then why? Oftentimes, why do you want to work in software development? Why do you want to work at this particular place? What's important to you? What's your career goals? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Understanding that and being able to answer that in a clear, concise way that sort of curtails the company and the job's interest is very valuable. You go in and say, oh, you know what? I just want to be like Elon Musk in 5 years. Well, that's not going to be very helpful. So take the time to think about those types of things. And one of the things about this is it assumes, all of these pieces assume that you're technically competent with those skills that they've listed. And when I say technically competent, that means that you should be able to go in and address those with not that much instruction. So just a quick aside, some recent updates with our coding school. We've got a veteran scholarship now, so anyone that's a veteran can apply for a full free scholarship to our school. We've got a partnership with Climb Credit, which will allow anyone to apply for a loan. Our school costs $10,000 for 12 weeks, and I know that that's a barrier for some people. And with Climb Credit, that just releases that barrier. And they have all kinds of plans where you don't have to pay a lot while you're in school, and then when you get a job, you can continue to pay back the loan. We're starting May 14th, and we'll do another one in September. So we have a class going on now, and then we have one coming in May and September. So one of the things I wanted to go through is we're here to try to close that gap. We're here to try to close the gap of what companies need as junior developers to get in, and where you guys and college graduates and career changers are. So we're here to really close that gap with the last 12 weeks. I've always thought of it as a kind of a residency program that allows you to get your hands on. In the past, we had a lot of internships and a lot of apprenticeships, but that has it's not as been as well. They're out there, but the value of them has changed a lot. So the internships are out there, but there's a struggle because everyone's so busy in their day-to-day to take the time to train interns to get up to speed, and the learning curve of things like Git and Node and other tools that we use. Basically, a lot of internships end up being like, I'm getting coffee, or I'm getting pizza for those 2 pizza teams, types of things. So that's one of the reasons we started the school is to really give 12 weeks of your hands-on coding, 8 hours a day, thinking through problems, and really getting very, very deep into these tools and technologies that, frankly, if you were to walk up to a developer and ask, hey, how do I get the source code using Git? They would really, say RTMF, right, or RTFM. Does anyone know what that stands for? Read the manual, right?
That's not what that stands for.
Yeah, yeah. So you want to come in at a level where you can sort of you can sort of learn some of the basics yourself and learn how to get up to speed, so that the really hard stuff, that's where the developers want to help you on the team.